I am so excited to see this, and I have to say on camera, I can't believe I'm talking to you about a Terminator movie.
Right,
It's amazing. Can you talk about the fact that this is not taking place after the other sequels? This is right after Terminator 2.
Right. Well, we wanted to keep the storyline clear. I mean, obviously, with time travel, it can be interrupted at any point, and it just shot off in so many different directions. As a matter of fact, I think I died of leukemia, but now I'm not dead. So we just kept it trim and took it from the second story onward.
What was it about the script? How did you get sold on coming back? Was it something you wanted to do, or was it sort of like the script came to you and you're like, oh, this is really good?
The script hadn't been written yet, so it was really more of a concept. It was the storyline was explained to me. So it was a leap of faith because there wasn't really a script yet. And it took me a number of weeks to decide to do it because I just had to think, did I really want to go back there? You know, I kept saying I was retiring a champion after the second one.
Sure.
And then to come back and be compared to myself 27 years before, that's always a winning proposition, isn't it?
Yes.
But in the end, knowing that there was just a world of experience that I could add and stack into this character and create somebody that's just even that much more authentic.
Well, I'm just so excited to see Tim Miller. This is his first film since Deadpool. I know that he's going to deliver some incredible action. What was it like working with him to craft the action to bring this world to life?
He's a genius, and there was something called a previs where he would have to actually animate the action sequences for us to understand what the hell he was talking about. So you wouldn't believe how many times I would be like, let me see the previs again, because these are there and I'm doing what? I mean, it was so complex that I've never read a script and gone, huh? Like, it was so complex where the characters are and who's fighting off who and what's happening with the, I can't give it away, but
sure.
Truly, I've never done a film where I couldn't understand what he was seeing and what he was trying to invent. So we had to rely on the previs a lot, and just basically just had our heads together all the time to make sure that we were all on the same page.
One of the things, Terminator 2 is one of my all-time favorite films. The action, the visual effects, everything about that movie pushed the boundary forward for the cinematic, for what everyone did.
Right.
Do you feel like this film does something similar in terms of the action, in terms of the story, for the Terminator franchise?
I think definitely we have a good chance. I haven't seen it.
Sure.
But in terms of narrowing it down to characters again that you really care about, as opposed to just emptying the kitchen sink and having so many different versions of Terminators and so many different characters without a really cohesive story that keeps you interested, I think that we've returned to more that way. And then the action, it's Tim Miller, it's going to be fantastic. So our job was really, obviously to satisfy Tim, but to also reinvent the franchise as a platform for characters that you care about and simpler storylines so that it grabs the attention.
Completely. Thank you so much for
You're
giving me your
welcome.
time.